know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Rodgers going to come out throwing. And this one too low. So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week. And then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. It'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Packers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And and a tackle there by Micah McFadden. Well, this defense for the Giants, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. To throw, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. Reaction time to the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
It's hard to believe as he gets that first down, but Sammy Watkins is in his 9th NFL season, and he still hasn't even turned 30 yet. Plenty of tread left on the tires to be a contributor, like he has been with 4 teams over his first 8 years in the league.
On first down, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. An inside give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Up the middle, Jones. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers steps away to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Throwing, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And now here's another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It's Barkley on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A final shot before break. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And this is Shepard on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 27, Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Jamie Gillendow, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The kick by Crosby is good, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams.
And now here's another interception. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like you're getting left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hudson. Touchdown, Giants. Hudson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. Jones has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And who's got it? The Giants. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The Green Bay Packers took a couple of members of the vaunted University of Georgia defense in the first round in the 2022 NFL Draft. And the second of those picks was Devontae Wyatt, a hulking lineman with excellent athleticism.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, it's Barkley. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Out to his left. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Barkley inside handoff. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and 2. Off play action. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him,
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing is Rodgers. On the move to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he pick?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Back-to-back running plays putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? They'll go to Barkley again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 4th down, Jones. And it's incomplete. And still throwing to the very end.